Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Prison Break. Last time on Prison Break we had John Doe. Let's see, Casey, the trial didn't go well with Casey, and C-Note may be losing her. T-Bag is trying to have a family. It's not going very well. I'm trying to think of all the side plots. Bellic is trying to assert his dominance in Fox River. That's not going over well. And Michael, Lincoln, and Kellerman got Terrence Steadman, but then they were going to get him in front of a camera, but he ended up killing himself. And they are kind of back at square one. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, I guess we should just go ahead and get right into this episode of Prison Break, and I'm going to hope and pray that my Blu-ray player actually works today, because it hasn't been working, the past few days, and it's getting a little frustrating. I bought these things for a reason. I want to play them, so, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and find out if this works on this episode of Prison Break. Here we go.
It's Holland.
Oh my god.
Where I grew up, you know that.
Oh my god, Haywire.
It's beautiful.
Oh yes, please, Haywire.
And today, they left behind something else.
A body.
My name's Lincoln Burrows, and I'm innocent.
Oh. 6 hours earlier. Okay. So they're leaving behind something else.
No other way out of here.
I'm not gonna tell you again. One more step and I drop him.
Well, Kellerman would too. Oh, they took the guy. They took the cameraman. Okay, then.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Much better.
The president could not be reached for comment as she continues to tour the Midwest, shoring up support in key states.
For entrepreneurs and orange growers, iron workers and artisans, the American dream is alive and well for all of us.
It's the most we've heard of her since season 1. So she still has an election to win. Ooh.
Nurse.
He got the crap kicked out of him.
Take the feds a while to figure that out. What time is it?
Well,
9.
they came up with a plan.
450 miles in 6
I'm glad we
hours.
didn't hear it.
Gotta move now.
I'd rather see it in effect.
¿Qué es tan importante llegar a Ixtapa? ¿Cae allá?
You're asking a lot of questions, old man.
Toda mi vida.
Una mujer.
Ah, he gets it. Wisconsin. Ugh. He's still out there. I can't believe it.
Why didn't it float? Why didn't it?
Oh,
There's more wood.
the raft didn't work.
Hey, man.
Hi.
We're just wondering if you could buy us some beer.
Look, Penny from The Big Bang Theory. Does he look like he can buy beer?
Can I get some food for my dog, too? Do
Oh.
whatever thing you gotta do, man. You can even keep a beer for yourself.
Oh, they're young. I get you.
He committed suicide last night in the Cutback Motel, 30 miles outside from his home in Blackfoot, Montana.
He killed himself out of fear.
Hello.
Fear of the people who've been hiding him for the past 3 years.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
They don't want you to know who they are, but know this.
Well, they have a
Stolen
script.
billions of dollars and murdered dozens of innocent people.
Oh, shit.
And yet they plaster our faces on the news and tell you to be afraid.
They are a group of multinationals, corporate interests. Together they're known as the Company.
Haha!
They are working
Well,
with the highest levels of government.
We can at least blow the whistle.
President of the United States.
It's already airing.
Start a wildfire in Florida! Find a storage unit full of Arabs, I do not care! As long as it's not about Lincoln Burrows!
And they operate with impunity.
Go!
Under the cover.
Alright, man.
Very few moments.
But I don't think this is going on page 1. I love watching him lose his cool.
No hay viajes gratis aquí, tipo. Lo siento.
Usted no entiende. Necesito llegar a Ixtapa, por favor.
Tenemos un problema aquí.
Ah, crap. Even in Mexico, you don't want to deal with cops.
Si usted cocina, le doy un lugar donde puede dormir esta noche.
Well,
Espérese, espérese. ¿Usted vive ahí?
Si la puerta está detrás del carro.
he's gonna steal that car.
La realidad es que yo cocino como para chuparse los dedos.
He's gonna steal that car.
Start a transcript. I need every word.
He's immediately looking for code. His hand! He's doing Morse code. Look at his hand.
One man, Special Agent Alexander Mahone, is responsible for multiple deaths. He
Oh.
murdered not only John Abruzzi and David Polskis, but also the last fugitive he was assigned to chase. A man named
Ooh.
Oscar Shales. The man who escaped
I mean-
from prison 2 years ago, who remains one of this country's most wanted, despite the fact he will never be found.
Guy's
I'll
nuts.
do whatever it takes
Nuh.
to make the death.
Want to see it? The raft?
You're gonna try to get from here to Holland in that.
He's making progress.
How are you gonna know where you're going? Do you have like a map or anything?
Yeah. I do.
Penny is way too invested in this.
It's right.
That's a painting. That's not a map.
That's your map. Matt, will you take me home, please?
No, I. Freak.
Well, okay. Was he just gonna kill him, or? Okay, anyway.
Just listen, please. One more night. Just let me stay here tonight.
Damn.
I know you can do that. And when you go home, just leave that door open for me.
Well, you lost it.
From there, the witness said that they had 450 miles to get to where they were going. There's Seattle, Portland, Salt Lake, Denver.
Denver.
Yes, what?
The president is speaking there this afternoon.
3 o'clock. 6 hours from when they made the video.
Oh, they're
Going
getting.
after the president.
They're going after the president.
Once anyone knows we have her, the curtain comes down.
They're going to get the president.
Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty clear on that. But if you're going to use the commander-in-chief as bait, that's certainly not going to
You
fly.
have a problem with the way that I do things?
Yeah, you want to say something? Oh, geez, he is saying something.
I'm not the only one.
Is that right?
Nuh. Is that
Foreign
right?
Affairs has asked me to run all your moves through them from here on out.
Serious, the glasses are coming off.
Then get a pen and make sure you get this word for word. The president's day does not change. The only lead we have is that we know where these men are headed. So we're gonna keep quiet about this. And let them come.
How do they think they're gonna get anywhere near the president?
Because it's not just the two of them anymore. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a closer look at that video.
There's a third one.
El de mi esposa era mejor.
¿Hace cuánto murió?
Una semana.
A week? Jesus.
Gracias.
No. Gracias a ti. Lo peor que hay es comer solo. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Is he gonna feel bad about taking the car? I think he's keeping that bone so he can get in. Oh, no. He's gonna get the keys. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot thinking he's gonna MacGyver something.
I did not murder Terrence Stedman.
Okay, there. The eyes. See it?
Yeah, slight shift to the left and up.
Yeah, blink rate's up here versus the pattern.
Ooh, they're really analyzing.
Suicide last night in the Cutback Motel, 30 miles outside from his home in Blackfoot, Montana.
He's lying.
Seems so.
Weird. That's not a lie.
If you say it that way, it plays too earnest.
Of course it will. It's the truth.
Okay, but the truth sends them home to their wife and kids. Lies will keep them busy.
I'm not telling a lie to the whole country. It's a one chance to say it out.
Say whatever the hell you want. Tell them you're the Green Lantern, but I know how they break down these tapes. I've
Yeah.
done it. Bin Laden crosses his legs. Right over left tells us something completely different than left over right.
It's not the same message.
To them, it is. If you want this plan to work, whatever you say with your mouths, you need to be saying something different with your bodies and your eyes.
Okay.
Up and to the left. We've been throwing him a bunch of fastballs. What do you say we mix it up a little?
Like what?
Morse code.
We think it's Morse code.
For what?
Well, right now, we got a phrase, the water is warm. Any idea what that might mean?
The hell does that mean?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It'll take the feds a while to figure that out.
Haha.
Nav team's checking. The
Nah.
North Platte River runs through the city. Maybe they're trying to use
It doesn't mean anything. He's traveling with an ex-Secret Service guy. I'm guessing they're spoon-feeding us every lead they want us to follow.
Yeah.
So all this just so.
Sarah, if you're listening, I know I can't ask you for another chance. I only hope by now you've found your safe haven.
Oh.
I took advantage of you, of your commitment
There's
to help
something
others,
in there.
and put you in a place that's every doctor's nightmare.
Every doctor's
Your
nightmare.
commitment to help others.
They're not going after the president. They're going after the doctor. I want everything we got.
Ah.
Sarah Tancredi. Friends, families, pen pals. If anybody so much as wrote her a thank you note, I want to know where the hell they are. Now!
Ah. God, he's so clever. They're not going for the president. They're going after Sarah.
No tuve chance de darle dinero para la gasolina.
Entonces, ¿sí le prestaste el coche?
Interesting, they recognize the car, but not him. That's why they brought him in.
Yo. Encuentra a tu muchacha. Y después encuentra la gracia de Dios.
Wow. I don't think he approves, but he's need to let him go, I guess. Janitor found dead.
We gotta start thinking about what to do if she doesn't show. Or if she does.
Hmm.
What if
Yeah,
the only
what do you
reason
do
this guy's
next?
helping us is to get whatever information Sarah has.
That's a good point. Sarah's not going to be too happy to see him. I can't believe we keep cutting back to Haywire.
Baby girl, you are gonna show me some respect.
Ugh. Ooh! Oh, yeah, beating him to death. Meanwhile...
Is Brad Bellick still here in the infirmary?
Yeah, why?
You must be loving this.
Nuh.
I didn't drive all this way to gloat.
Well, then what the hell you come here for?
Welcome back to the plot, Brad.
I'd know her a lot better if you can get my ass moved to AdSeg.
Ooh.
I have no influence with the DOC, you know that.
You want my help? You do.
Nuh.
But
Oh?
What?
AdSeg.
Yeah.
Deal.
That's out of the big book.
What big book?
Alcoholics Anonymous. Sarah's in recovery.
Oh.
Sarah, if you're listening, I know I can't ask you for another chance.
Another chance.
I can only hope by now you have found
Safe
your
haven.
Put you in a place that's every doctor's nightmare.
Dr. Bob.
I've considered many ways to apologize, but I must arrive at one.
Oh. Whew.
It's getting late. I know.
St. Thomas Hospital in Ohio. Jeez.
You know that? What makes you think she's gonna come running back now?
The same thing that's been keeping us going for the last 3 months.
Hmm.
Faith.
Yeah, well.
Nuh.
Reality's kicking Faith's ass, man.
Yep.
Look.
This is Mr. Crane.
It sounded better than origami.
Nuh.
Even if you got the message, I wasn't sure you'd respond.
I couldn't get to you in time.
Oh.
This is the only thing I
She
could.
created the name.
Michael, back in Gila, I was coming back to you. Somebody grabbed me and they told me that my father had given me some.
Hello, Paul.
Oh. Hi.
President?
I'm calling to apologize.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It all just got away from me, and I ended up hurting the one person who's always been at my side.
That didn't sound like her.
Bring them in, Paul, and everything can go back to the way it was.
There's a temptation.
I have to go now. I'll see you soon.
My people need me.
In a few days, this should all be over, one way or the other.
Nah.
Absolutely.
Is that it? That's it. Alrighty. Episode 15. You know, I'm kind of glad getting back to a bit of the clever, the battle of wits, basically, between Michael and Mahone, you know? Because honestly, I feel like we had lost that for a little bit, but we're back to it, and I like that. Honestly, I like when, you know, it's their two minds that are colliding, you know, rather than, you know, outrunning his gun, basically. So I did like this a lot. So yeah, they created a video, which is very, very interesting. So I like that, creating this 26-minute video, which means, you know, there was a lot to comb through. But that was very, very interesting, and forcing them to analyze it. I really did like that. And yeah, just, I mean, that's pretty much the big thing to talk about for this episode, is having them, you know, go in and analyze the video and stuff. And immediately, with the first time they showed him talking about Sarah, he was doing that. You know, it immediately caught on. That's Morse code, you know? So I like that. And I also like, you know, when they all put their heads together too, you know? When, you know, Michael and Kellerman think things through, you know? Because Kellerman, you know, he's smart and he knows all the ins and outs. I guess I feel like it's almost a difference of Michael is clever, but Kellerman is dangerous, I think. I think that's how we could sort of put it, is that, you know, Kellerman, yes, he's very cold and calculating, and he is very smart, but at the same time, he's doing his job. You know, this is what he was trained to do and everything. Michael has to be very, very clever about how he goes about everything he does, you know? So that's the thing, you know? That's the interesting thing. So yeah, they had the video getting the word out there, which, I mean, yeah, they did they worked on burying the story. I feel like it would be too difficult, you know? Now, granted, this is still back in the day, but I'm thinking about the 24-hour news cycle, you know, where you've got just multiple channels on television running news 24 hours a day. They would eat this thing up. Even if it's discredited, I feel like they would be eating this up, you know? Even though, yes, it's all discredited as, you know, baseless, people would be watching this. And they did say, at the very least, it's online, too. So that's the thing. And then, yeah, just all of that being very interesting, just making it to where they have to analyze it just completely. So yeah, I did like that. I was going to say something else about, you know, them burying it. Oh, I guess what I was going to say was that it's the classic, you can't put the genie back in the lamp, you know? Like, it's all out there, you know? This, at the very least, this conspiracy is out there, you know? So there is at least that. But yeah, so they're going through, analyzing the video, and I love just, you know, the different thought processes while they're watching the video as well, because you've got the two guys who are, you know, they analyze, you know, the movements and everything, and obviously Michael and Lincoln are told you have to change what your body is saying, you know? And so I like that, how, you know, Kellerman, he said, I know how to do this, you know, I know how to do this. You need to be able to, you need to go back and forth, you know, You need to change what your body is saying, you know? I like how he even brings up, you know, if Bin Laden says something, but his left leg is over his right leg, it means something completely different if his right leg is over his left leg. Like, that is, all of that is in there, you know? And so because of that, even though they were saying the complete truth, their bodies were confusing them, you know? And I like that. The body language confused them. So, I like that. And, obviously, you know, they're looking at it, you know, the experts are looking at it kind of on surface value. They're taking it on its surface. But Mahone in there, you know, while he's not, I suppose, an expert like the other two, he's hearing what they're saying and he's applying it to what he has learned about Michael and Lincoln over these past, you know, week or so since they escaped Fox River. You know, he is looking at absolutely everything. He's looking at absolutely everything and connecting it to what he knows about them in order to decipher it properly. So that was really, really good. I just really like all that. And eventually figuring out that, you know, they have the whole thing of, oh, well, they're going, you know, 450 miles in 6 hours, you know? And they think that that's, you know, they think that's because, you know, they're going after the president. And honestly, I like, again, you know, Mahone saying he's going to use the president as bait. But then figuring out, no, all of that is just a distraction and they are going for, Sarah in Ohio, actually. Which, that's quite a ways away, I must say. That's quite a ways away for them all to travel. But that was good. But I did like that, at least, you know? So, and that's sort of the other thing, too, with Mahone. I like how his team is definitely questioning him now, you know? Like, with everything that's happened, his team is definitely questioning him. They realize he's sort of this almost loose cannon, you know? And so I like that. And even, you know, Agent Wheeler, where it's like, well, I have to, you know, report all of your moves, everything, basically, to Internal Affairs or whatever it was. You know, I have to keep an eye on you. And he basically says, I don't care. Keep an eye on me. I have a job to do, you know? And yeah, I mean, you know, we kind of speculated last time where it's like, well, could Mahone join the team? But we didn't really see that. It's like, no, he is going to get back to work. But I think eventually he will probably kill Bill Kim, you know? But he is doing his job because he has to. It doesn't matter everything, you know, if anything gets out about, you know, John Abruzzi, Tweener, or Shales. Like, he doesn't care about any of that, but he does care about his wife and son, you know? So I did like that. And the whole thing of, like, yes, I am going to use the president, because if they learn that the president's not going to be there, they go back into hiding, we're back to square one, you know? Like, that's the thing, you know? So all of that was really, really good. And then, yeah, eventually leading Sarah to the hospital was very, very clever. So, yeah. And also Bellick, who, first off, Bellick recovering from his wounds after that beating. That, I mean, yeah, that's pretty rough. It's hard to feel bad for him because, honestly, is kind of karma. Karma's a bitch, so it's a little difficult to feel bad for him. My hair has been very poofy today. I've been trying to just comb it down so much. All right, that's a little better. So you kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's just karma. So I don't know. But I like, finally, Bellick kind of getting back in on the plot. Like, he's kind of been out of it for a little while. Because he's been off doing his own thing ever since Teabag framed him. But I like that he was negotiating with Mahone, and he figured out it's the Alcoholics Anonymous thing, the textbook basically, and he used that and bargained for ADSEG. So honestly, I think Mahone will keep his word, but I mean, he still has work to do. But if that works for Bellick, because yeah, he did not want to go back to Gen Pop, you know, and he tried. He tried with I think it was Katie. He tried negotiating with Katie, you know, trying to get her help, but that didn't work. So, we can go ahead and talk about the other stuff in this episode. Sucre and his travels in Mexico. I do like how we get to keep going with each of the characters, even when they seem to leave the plot. Now, I don't know if any of these characters are going to come back, like in later episodes or later seasons or stuff, and they're going to be more involved with the plot, but I kind of like that, you know, it's like, well, they're on their own separate stories, but we keep watching them, you know? So I like that. And honestly, Sucre's kind of in the best position being in Mexico, because he's pretty much escaped the U.S. and the police and the FBI and everything. Now his only problem is that he has to get down to the place. I don't remember what it was called, but he has to now get down to the place in order to get to Maricruz. So that's his main concern. Not as big stakes, but still pretty interesting stuff. So yeah. And then, you know, stealing the car from the old man. It kind of does remind me of earlier in the season when we had the whole thing with the Mormon girl and Tweener. Like, you know, she did give him her car and then, you know, and then let him go, basically. It's kind of the same. I don't think, like, it's one of those things. I'm not sure if the old man, like, approved of it, but he understood it. I think he understood why Sucre did it, and he was like, all right, I just gotta let this boy go. This boy has to go find his girl, you know? So I like that. Again, I absolutely love that Haywire hasn't been caught yet. It is so funny. And yeah, Haywire still trying to build that stupid raft to get to Holland, and he runs into Penny from The Big Bang Theory, and then realizes her dad is abusive, comes in, kills him. That's that. All right. I hope that's the last we see of Sasha. Like, that'd be hilarious if, like, you know, cut to, you know, the next time we see Haywire, nothing with Sasha or the boyfriend or anything like that. That'd be really funny, but I don't know. I guess that's basically all the other stuff. So yeah, so we have the key. We have the key back, and we have to figure out what the key is, and hopefully they can figure it out together. Although it is going to be rough when she sees Kellerman. That's not going to be good. But Kellerman now also has this temptation. Now, I don't think Caroline means that for a second. When she's calling, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I want you to come home. Like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a single second. But that's the most Caroline we've had pretty much since the season began. Like, she hasn't been in this season at all. Not that she really has needed to be, but still, like, we just haven't had her whatsoever. But yeah, so I don't buy it, but it may be enough temptation for Kellerman in order to betray Michael and Lincoln. So I don't know. We'll definitely have to see. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Another really, really great episode, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Prison Break reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.